In our homes, surrounded by the comforts of modern life, a silent struggle often unfolds. Our beloved houseplants, many from tropical rainforests, are facing an invisible adversary: dry air. These plants are adapted to air thick with moisture, where humidity is a constant, a nurturing embrace. But in our climate-controlled rooms, heating systems in winter, and air conditioning in summer make the air profoundly arid. The lack of atmospheric moisture is more than cosmetic. The plant's leaves begin to suffer, edges turn brittle and brown, tips crisp up, new growth comes out stunted and weak, or fails to unfurl, the vibrant green dulls. Low humidity speeds up transpiration. The plant pulls more water from its roots and eventually can't keep up. This water loss stress weakens defenses, making plants vulnerable to pests like spider mites. They end up merely surviving, not thriving. Understanding this need is the first step. Replicate humid conditions. Use a humidifier, pebble tray, grouping, or misting, and turn your space into a haven. The wonderful truth is that you do not need an elaborate, expensive setup to begin quenching your plant's thirst for humidity. The solutions are often simple, elegant, and rooted in an understanding of nature itself. One of the most effective and aesthetically pleasing methods is to simply group your plants together. In the wild, plants do not grow in isolation, they form communities. By clustering several houseplants in close proximity, you are helping them recreate their own miniature ecosystem. As each plant releases moisture from its leaves through transpiration, the collective effort raises the ambient humidity nearby, creating a shared pocket of comfort that benefits the whole group. Another wonderfully simple technique is the creation of a humidity tray, also known as a pebble tray. This method provides a constant, gentle source of moisture without the risk of waterlogging roots. All you need is a shallow tray or saucer that is wider than the base of the plant's pot. Fill this tray with a layer of small stones. Fill this tray with a layer of pebbles. Fill this tray with a layer of decorative glass beads. Then pour water into the tray until the level is just below the top of the pebbles. Place your potted plant directly on top of this stony island. The pot will sit above the waterline, keeping roots safe and dry. The magic of the pebble tray is simple evaporation. The water will slowly evaporate, rising up and enveloping the leaves in a gentle, humid cloud. The act of misting can be a moment of connection. A gentle ritual provides an immediate, albeit temporary, boost in humidity. Using a simple spray bottle filled with room temperature water, preferably filtered or distilled, you can cloak your plant's leaves in a fine dew. This mimics the morning mists of their native habitats. It is particularly beneficial for plants with thin, delicate foliage ferns. Calatheus. The key is to create a fine mist that settles gently, rather than drenching the foliage with heavy droplets. Aim to mist in the morning, which allows the water to evaporate throughout the day. While misting is a lovely gesture, its effects are fleeting, often dissipating as soon as the water evaporates. For a more sustained impact, misting should be seen as a supplement to a more foundational strategy: strategic grouping. When you gather your plants together, you are not just creating a visually appealing display. You are engineering a miniature biome. Imagine a small cluster of plants on a tabletop or a gathering of larger floor plants in a corner. As each individual plant transpires, releasing water vapor, the combined effect becomes powerful. They collectively humidify their shared airspace, creating a more stable and nurturing environment than any single plant could achieve on its own. To maximize the benefit of grouping, you can integrate the pebble tray method on a larger scale. Place a large, decorative tray in the center of your plant cluster and fill it with pebbles and water. This central reservoir of evaporating moisture will serve the entire community of plants, bathing them all in a continuous, gentle humidity. For those who are truly committed to cultivating a thriving indoor jungle, or for those living in exceptionally dry climates, investing in an electric humidifier can be a game-changing decision. These devices offer control and consistency that manual methods often cannot match. A small modern humidifier can run quietly, releasing a cool, fine vapor that elevates room humidity. Winter central heating can create desert-like conditions that punish tropical plants. A simple hygrometer can help you maintain the ideal 50–60% range most houseplants adore. Choosing the right plant is as important as the environment. If your home is dry and you're not ready for a humidifier, choose forgiving plants. If you want a humid oasis, seek species that flourish in moisture. Monstera deliciosa, peace lily, spathiphyllum, Boston fern, calathea, prayer plants, golden pothos. These 5 plants are a great starting point. In high humidity, use the right pots and soil. Use pots with excellent drainage holes to prevent trapped water. Use light, airy potting mix amended with perlite or orchid bark. As you begin to introduce these simple changes, a remarkable transformation will occur. The reward for your care is not just a healthier plant, but a more vibrant and life-filled home. You will witness the leaves unfurling to their full potential, displaying a deep, luscious green. Sad brown edges will cease to spread, replaced by vigorous new shoots reaching for the light. Your home will feel different. The air fresher and cleaner, imbued with the quiet life of thriving plants. This visual and atmospheric enhancement comes from aligning care with the plant's needs. However, a humid environment requires a watchful eye. The most prevalent mistake is overwatering. It's natural to assume humidity means constantly wet soil, but that impulse can be fatal. High humidity slows soil evaporation, so water less frequently. Always check the soil before watering. For most tropicals, wait until the top inch or 2 is dry to the touch. Moist environments also invite pests and diseases. Spider mites often dislike humidity, but fungal gnats and powdery mildew can thrive when air is stagnant. Prevention relies on good air circulation. A small oscillating fan on low for a few hours a day is usually enough. Regularly inspect your plants. Wipe leaves with a damp cloth to remove dust. Promptly remove any dead or yellowing foliage. Caring for plants is a practice in patience and observation. Build small, consistent habits. Check the pebble tray water mist in the morning, feel the soil before you water. Start with 1 or 2 new techniques and watch them respond. They'll show happiness through growth and vibrancy. Embrace this gentle rhythm of care. Think about placement in your home. Certain rooms are natural allies. Kitchens, bathrooms. They often have higher moisture from cooking, boiling water, or showering. If those rooms have good light, they can be ideal sanctuaries for humidity-loving plants. Place a Boston fern in a bright bathroom. Put a pothos on top of a kitchen cabinet. They'll get ambient moisture and thrive with minimal effort. Soft beat. When practicing these techniques, a degree of mindfulness is required. Avoid misting plants with fuzzy leaves, like African violets, as the trapped water can lead to spotting and fungal issues. Also, be aware that misting late in the evening can be problematic. If water sits on the leaves overnight in a cool room with poor air circulation, it can create an inviting environment for fungal diseases to take hold. Therefore, the best practice is to mist in the morning, group your plants thoughtfully, and ensure there is some gentle air movement in the room to keep the foliage healthy and resilient.